Hey, beloved. Yes, it's all about love. It's all about living a better life. And I'm here with Tim.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm here with Hilda
Sabiti. And we usually talk about life. We respond to some of the questions that you send, and then we are able to live a wholesome life. Okay, now, today, I think the plan was to talk about where we are and where we feel we deserve. And have you ever been in a life where you just came to a realization all of a sudden that where you are is not where you want to be?
Yep.
You know it's like a dream. The way it happens, it becomes so vivid. It's like you are from one generation, a switch is like a sudden switch to another generation. It's like an aha moment. You're like, this is not where I want to be.
And it happens mostly to ladies. I've seen that a lot with ladies.
Yeah.
Where she got into this relationship, really naive. Green is the word. And she's all open. She's an open book.
Yeah. A yes person.
Yes.
She accepts everything.
Yes, everything, yes.
And then even when bad happens to her, she settles for it.
Forgives, and she accepts, understanding, and and all of a sudden, wakes up and is like, this has been going on for the last 10 years. And please understand, there's nothing wrong with you
waking up.
Okay, two things. There's nothing wrong with you being a good person, where you're understanding, where you forgive, where you do all these things. But where it really hurts is when you realize that the other party
is taking it for
your
granted.
Partner was taking it for granted and was manipulative.
Yeah, manipulative is the word.
Exactly.
Yes.
Now, all of a sudden, I've seen so many guys stagger. Married this girl at about 23, and all of a sudden she's turned to 33, and that's when a woman starts to become beautiful.
To look beautiful.
Oh,
I know.
Very beautiful. And all of a sudden,
she becomes self-aware.
Not even just self-aware, but rebellious.
They read it as rebellion.
Because now
she's no longer in the cage.
You've been used to this girl.
Yeah.
That you tell, stay home, and she stays.
Yeah. You come back in the morning and she opens for you.
And all of a sudden she's asking questions.
Where are you coming from?
Where have you been? And I demand, I need to know. And
then she tells you, I'm not happy. You do know that to a man or to the partner that is getting that, like,
exactly. Influence who is talking to my wife. All that. She's just woken up. She's just woken up
from the deep slumber.
Yes, she's just woken up. There was this couple we were dealing with, and here is a very young, beautiful girl. Gets married to this guy. The guy is a bit older, and all of a sudden she woke up one day and she put an end to almost everything. It's just like a flip.
Yeah,
a total flip, and you're like, hey.
What happened? What's happening?
And all of a sudden, she's toughened up. She's toughened up, and she's no longer taking every crap. She's no longer taking all your kanzunzu.
Yeah. She speaks back respectfully, but she speaks back. She has an opinion all of a sudden. Yeah.
And the guy was all staggering. I'm losing my marriage. I don't know what
because
to do.
He was used to manipulating and taking for granted. And he still wants to do the same crap.
Exactly. Exactly. And I was like, you missed out the mark here.
Yeah.
You married a young girl.
Yeah. And now she's a woman.
12. It's age difference 12 years.
Yeah.
Then she was naive and green.
You tell her jump, and she would ask how high.
She's in her mid-30s. She's woken up.
She's wiser. She knows what she deserves.
You need to take that position in her life, the leader. And it shouldn't even be that way.
Yeah.
You have to take that leadership position in her life. From day one. It's not after she's woken up, because when she wakes up, she's not gonna listen to you. No, she will despise you.
She wants to take it by force.
You took advantage of her. She will feel like
you closed her, you blinded her, and let her settle for the less that she has settled for the past 10 years. 5 years.
So right now she feels like, I've lost the last 10 years of my life. So I am not giving any more.
Yeah.
But you realize it's a flip. As I said, it's a total flip. You understand? So the adjustment is too huge. It's very hard for you to keep in the same environment with a person who's just flipped all of a sudden. And that's why most people end up breaking up or divorcing. It's because it's too much for the guy to take. I'm used to this kind of woman. I will tell, stay home, and she stays home. This time when you tell her to stay home, she asks questions.
She's like, what if you die? Where will our children be? I need to go out there and work. What if you marry another woman? Well, as in, so many questions come to mind. And
there was a time I was having,
has been put on.
There was a time I was having a chat with this guy. It's like, the reason I was not close is because we were 2 worlds apart. I married a very young girl. I'm thinking about money. She's thinking about petty things. So there was no conversation. Friends. There was no closeness. There was nothing that could bond us. Every time we would sit down to talk, her conversation and my conversation was as far as east is from the west. So I could either sleep in the middle of the conversation. Okay.
And she would feel bored with my money conversation.
So every time she would come to me, it would feel like she's starting the story afresh because I could not even remember a thing. So that somehow,
was
caused her to find refuge, to find friendship, to find people who can listen to her, people who can understand her conversations, understand her. And that is already a gap,
a problem,
a very huge gap between you as marrieds. Now, the reason I used the word take the leadership position in her life, I told him
from day one
that you were supposed to be involved in her life. Yes, whatever she said. And number 2, you had to cut from wherever you are.
Because you love her,
exactly, and come to her level and speak the language she understands,
which is not an easy thing. But it can only be done by someone who loves, who just doesn't want to manipulate and take for granted.
It's the sacrifice that you pay
for love.
Because now you're becoming a father to that woman. Like Dr. Miles Monroe puts it, you are the father in her life.
You are the male figure she looks at.
You're the mentor.
You're the protector. You're the mentor.
Everything.
Wow. Okay. So now when you come to that realization, now we're talking to the person that your light has been switched on. And it's possible that you're a man. It's possible that you're a lady, but your light has been switched on. And all of a sudden you're seeing the universe and it's a strange place and it's a new place and there are good things that you would want to get. It's like a person that has come to Kampala for the first time. The lights are switched on and you're like, no, I can't go back to that kind of village life that I used to live. I think we want to talk to that person and say that now it's time to work on you. We want to leave the other party aside. We want you to take leadership of your life and not just be like a goat that has been released from the fence, because it will run in so many directions. Now take charge of your life and know that you're not going to die tomorrow, that you have to eat everything today, that you have to bump into everything today, you have to know everything today.
And then there was another couple I met where the woman just said, I'm bored. I'm bored.
And there are so many of those that can't even mention the word bored.
I'm talking about a woman who's in her late 30s. She's like, I'm walking out. I have no reason, but I'm walking out.
This guy puts on weirdly, speaks
everything.
like weird.
Everything. She's like,
weird.
I'm not taking it anymore.
He's just, boring. The way he puts on, to the perfumes he puts on, to the way he speaks, to the friends he hangs out with.
Remember that time that you got into her life? You were the bomb.
She didn't know better.
You were the best.
Now she knows better.
Now she knows better. So,
I'm
talking to the guy. You keep evolving. You never stop.
You never stop growing.
You never stop.
Move with the trends.
Go to that gym. Work out. Look good.
Put on those fitting clothes.
Exactly like that I'm putting on.
I know.
Make sure that you stay kumutindo. By the way, that's really serious. Because
smell good.
That girl... I mean, no, she was as straight as it is that ladies, I am bored, I am tired. I've had the same man. Then, well, he looked good, but now, nah.
You want a man that is confident. We want a man that
we evolve. Even in relationships. It can
grow.
never. Only God is the same yesterday,
we
today,
don't
and forever.
stop growing.
But we never stop growing. We never stop making ourselves better.
And even the ladies.
Yes.
Even some men say they get to a point and say I'm bored. But why are they bored? Why? Because you are there. Just like you said, it's Jesus who is the same yesterday, today, and forever.
Yeah.
If you see something wrong with your life, then change it. If it is changeable. If it's something manageable, manage it.
Yep.
Make sure that you change something. I mean, buying a perfume that is not even expensive, you can use on your body, and buying a facial scrub. Some people get bored because a lady's face is filled with a lot of dirt, a lot of acne, a lot of, and you're not taking care of yourself.
Yep.
But what does it take to buy a scrub and scrub your face and have a smooth skin? Or look for someone who can help you, or look for cosmetics that can help you to actually look good and have a smooth skin. So there are so many things. I mean, comb your hair properly. Just keep yourself looking good and well groomed. So these things are not things that are expensive that go to heaven and get them, or go to the end of the world. It starts with us, just like I said, work on yourself. And be better, the best version of yourself. Every other day, put the best foot in front.
Come the 29th. You'll have more of this on the web now.
I know, yeah.
Want to give us some details?
We're going to have a chat. It's about when to walk away. And this is a chance for us to be equipped with how to restore our relationships, how to build and restore our relationship, the lies that are told in relationships, because most of the calls, you realize that calls that we get and the sessions that we get are people asking the obvious, but to them it's not obvious.
True.
Because they want to decipher, to interpret this kind of behavior. What does it mean?
True.
And you will find that it's a lie. This person is lying to you. They don't love you, or if they loved you, they fell out of love.
Sure.
Something like that. So we want to decipher and be able to interpret those lies to you, so you know where you stand, you stand and your status in that relationship. So there's a lot more that we're going to do. What you do is you will be sending your 10,000 to the numbers that we will be giving you, and then we will send you you send us your name, you send us your functional email address or our number, and then we'll send you a link that you can use to join us that day. We're going to have a chat, and I believe that it's going to be very constructive for all of us. Okay guys, we have to go. Bye-bye. We love you. Bless you.